Hello, everyone. Matthew Welling here, reporting live from Bruce Beck Sports Broadcasting Camp alongside former NFL quarterback Ray Lucas. Ray, pleasure to be with you today.
Pleasure to be with you too, Matthew.
All right, let's get right into this. So you have overcome a lot in your career. So how old were you when you first fell in love with the game you love?
I started playing, I think, I was a soccer player, if you can believe that, until I was probably in 6th grade. And then after that, I had a very dear, my godfather passed away who was teaching me soccer, so I was very angry, so my father put me in football.
Who was your biggest influence in playing the game?
Wow, that's a tough question. At a young age, my coaches were awesome, but they would have been arrested if they'd done what they did to us to you guys, so it was a different time back then.
A lot of young players have dreamed to make it in the NFL. When you were called on to make your first NFL play, what was going through your mind?
Panic, number one. I would say I was on kickoff team my first play in the NFL. Back then, you remember they had the wedges?
Yeah.
The big fatties would come together, and they would come and move forward. Well, the first one to the wedge had to split it. So here I am running down, looking right and left, and I'm like, oh, crap. I'm out front. So for 1 second, I paused and was like, can I? And then I went into that, boom. So I get up. I'm looking around. I got a funny taste in my mouth. I see a group of people in a huddle, so I went and I got in the huddle. The only problem was I was looking at my jersey and looking at their jersey. I was in Green Bay's offensive huddle. So I completely knocked myself unconscious and had no idea where I was the first play in the NFL.
But did it make you happy that you finally made it?
I didn't know where I was, so I didn't know what I was feeling at that time. But I was very happy to be there before the kickoff.
You've played for the Jets, Pats, and Dolphins, who are all rivals in the same division. What did it feel like when you walked into each locker room after playing for the team?
When I went to the Dolphins after my Jet years, it was kind of it was weird, and it was funny. I walked into the weight room with the head coach, and they were like, "Get his ass out of here! Get his ass out of here!" Next thing you know, I signed that day. But once you go from a team to another team, it's all in with that team. You know, you become the part of that brotherhood. So it was difficult at first because it's just, I talked a lot of junk when I was playing quarterback, and you see the guys that you're talking junk to, and then it was good. It was all right.
Awesome. And in your autobiography, available on Amazon, you talk about some of the harsh realities in the NFL today. What steps should the players' union and the NFL take to improve?
Well, again, we practiced before the season started. We didn't have, people could only do this many practices with this helmet and that stuff. So you're seeing all these injuries happen. I think the NFL is doing a good job with safety again. I mean, I had over 20 concussions, but we didn't call them that. We call them burners. So at the same time, I think the NFL is doing something well. Shorten the season, not lengthen the season, I think would be something good.
Awesome. And finally, you've made a successful transition from the playing field to broadcasting. What inspired you to become a broadcaster?
I was missing the game. When you can't do something that you love, the next best thing is to talk about what you love. So the transition for me was easy because I got to talk about the thing that I was missing the most, which is the NFL.
Thanks, Ray. Pleasure. See you later, guys.